I walk through rooms of noise, faces blur, empty voices. Every night felt temporary, every road just passing through. Then you sat beside me slowly, like you knew this place was mine. Didn't ask me for a story, just stay quiet by my side. You don't pull, you don't push, you just make it real. She stays where noise ends, where my head goes still. No loud promises, no dramatic thrill, just her breath, just her calm, just the way she stands. She stays when noise ends. I don't speak in movie language, I don't build and go to flame, but I feel it when you lean in, like a truth without a name. You don't fix what's broken in me, you don't dig into my past. You just live inside the moment, and somehow that's enough. If tomorrow pulls me far, if the lights all fade again, I'll still hear you in the quiet, like a calm I can depend. She stays where noise ends, where my chest feels alive. No loud fireworks, just a steady night. If I fall, if I bend, you're the calm that stays. She stays where noise ends. I've seen nights that felt electric, neon sparks that fanned by run. Felt alive for just a minute, and the whole illusion won. But you stand in something solid, you don't flicker, you don't run. You're the weight inside my jacket, you're the stillness when day's done. You're not a dream I borrow, not a night that slips away. You're the reason I move slower, you're the reason that I stay. Not a fantasy I follow, not a spark that disappears. You're the real thing in the quiet, you're the truth across the years. I don't change the rush no longer, since you stepped into my pace. All the chaos lost its volume when I learned you breathe in space. You don't promise endless future, you don't speak in shining plans, but I feel it in the silence when your fingers find my hand. If the world turns loud again, if the lights all break apart, you won't need to say a word, I'll still feel you in my heart. You're not a dream I borrowed, you're the ground ground beneath my feet. Not a night that fades tomorrow. You're the calm that lets me breathe. My head runs like broken radio. Signals crash into the night. Half the voice is never clear, half the thoughts don't feel right. Then your name cuts through the noise, like a station tune just right, like the first sound in the morning, pulling me back into life. Her name in my static, only word that feels true. When my thoughts go frantic, I keep finding you. In the rain, on the glass, and the hum of the street. Her name in my static brings me back to my feet. I don't need a perfect picture, I don't need a shining scene. Just your shadow in my doorway, just your hoodie next to me. You don't ask me to be louder, you don't need a different man. You just stay inside the moment. And I finally understand, if I lose the signal again, if the world drifts out of line, I'll still find my way to you, by the rhythm of your touch. Her name in my static, only thing that cuts through. When the night turns heavy, I keep hearing you. Didn't meet you in a fire, didn't crash into a spark. You just walked into my evening, like a whisper in the dark. Every look felt slow and honest, every word had space to land. I didn't fall the way they show it, I just knew you'd understand. I learned her in silence, in the space between lines. Not a storm, not a fire, more like peace over time. No big promises spoken, no dramatic design. I learned her in silence, and she slowly learned mine. still know you by the calm that you carry in your way. I learned her in silence, and I'll keep learning still. Every breath that we share feels quieter. I walk roads that never held me, had my life felt paper thin. Every love just pulled me sideways, every trust wore down my skin. Then you stood there without rushing, didn't try to change my pace. You just stayed inside the moment, like the answer to the race. No big show, no loud sound, just the way you stay around. She moves like safe ground, under feet that should be for. Not a rush, not a breakdown, just a heart that feels sure. No loud drama, no noise, no illusion to chase. She moves like safe ground, and I finally feel safe ground, and I finally feel safe. You don't promise me forever, you don't swear you'll never fall. You just show up in the evening, and somehow that says it all. I don't need a golden future, I don't need a perfect plan. If you walk beside me steady, I already understand. If the road turns rough again, if the sky forgets to shine, I'll still know I found my home in the rhythm of your time. She moves like safe ground, under feet that shook before. No loud storm in your love, just a calm I can trust. She moves like safe ground. My thoughts run circles through the night, like a train that never stops. Every answer turns to questions, every high just slowly drops. Then you lean into my shoulder like you've always known the place. And the noise inside my system finally gives a little space. You're the only calm I keep when my mind won't let me sleep. Not a cure, not a fix, just a place where chaos quits. No big speeches, no show, just your hand that I know. You're the only calm I keep. I don't say it like a poet, I don't sing it like a star. But with you the world feels softer, right here where we are. You don't ask me to be perfect, you don't ask me to explain. You just sit beside the moment, and it settles like the rain. If I ever lose my center, if the ground falls out of view, I'll still feel the steady pull that keeps leading back to you. You're the only calm I keep when the night won't let me rest. No loud spark in your love, just a weight in my chest. So you're the only calm I keep. City shining on a million faces, everyone chasing a glow. But you walk through the dark like you own it, never needing a show. You don't speak just to be heard, you don't move just to be seen. But somehow every quiet second feels louder than a scene. She doesn't need the light, she's enough in the dark. She don't fight for attention, she just lives in my heart. No loud shout, just the truth in her eyes. She doesn't need the light. I don't need another story, I don't need enough fame. If you stand beside me steady, I don't need a different name. You don't promise me forever, you don't sell me a dream. You just stay inside the moment, and that's stronger than it seems. If the world goes blind tonight, if the stars all disappear, I'll still see you in the dark, like you've always been here. She doesn't need the light, she's enough in the dark. She don't fight for attention, she just lives in my heart. Doesn't need the light. I was built from restless evenings, from decisions I outgrew, from 1,000 almost loves that never felt like truth. Then you stepped into my orbit, didn't try to take control. You just matched the way I'm breathing, like you understood my soul. Where I am, she begins, like a breath after pain. Not a fairy tale story, just a reason to stay. No big words, no defense, just a quiet sense. Where I am, she begins. You don't ask me to be better, you don't ask me to perform. You just walk beside my shadow, and somehow it feels warm. I don't need a louder future, I don't need a brighter past. If you stay inside this moment, I already have what lasts. If the road splits into silence, if the sky falls into gray, I'll still feel your steady presence, guiding every step I take. Where I am, she begins, and I don't need more than this. Not a storm, not a flame, just your breath